ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters with ABC 3340. Thanks for tuning in. And what a difference a year makes. Let's take a look at the U.S. drought monitor, and you can see that the worse we are in central Alabama is up there in Cherokee County, and we have severe drought, and that's only one county. So conditions a lot better this year than they have been for last year. So just thought I'd bring you up to date on that one. Here's a look at our Gadsden Skycam, a little higher, so we're getting a little bit of light from the eastern sky over there. Here's the bridge at Selma, the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and I can't see the clouds too well, but the clouds pretty visible there at Cheehaw as we look out over the western sky from Mount Cheehaw. Do have a few showers in the areas. We have a trough off to the west and a little bit of isentropic lift that is helping to generate those showers, but it looks like most of central Alabama will remain dry. Here is the temperature map this morning, and certainly nice to see some really chilly temperatures up there in central Canada. That's all right. Across central Alabama, we're not too chilly this morning, with temperatures generally in the 60s just before sunrise. We might see a few spots dip into the upper 50s. I notice dew points are a little bit lower. My dew point here was 58 this morning. QPF, because of that trough to the west, we're going to see some showers and some rain off to the west, but it looks like most of that is going to stay off to the west. Storm Prediction Center not outlooking any specific areas for severe weather today for day one, although there is an area that they're mentioning in the northern Rockies. And day two, that area shifts a little bit further to the east, even though it's still pretty much in the northern Rockies. Tropics relatively quiet, watching two areas. The number 2 area there, probably not likely to see any development with it. The number 1 area, though, may be conditions becoming a bit more favorable for some sort of development down there, but any development would probably be quite slow. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. And we have a trough just to our west, and it looks like it's going to be there for at least another 24 to 36 hours, but pretty much keeping the showers, I would say, west of I-65 and maybe north across the Tennessee River Valley. And then the trough begins to kind of pull up a little bit and not exactly eject, but certainly get a little further away. And while we stay in a bit of a troughiness by Monday, I think that means that we're going to dry out quite a bit as the trough gets further to our east, just past us, and that means we'll be dry. And so Monday and much of next week, very dry. Here's Tuesday. We're still watching kind of developments off to the east of us, but those developments will stay there. Here's Wednesday, things still quite dry. Thursday, you can see the little reflection of the upper low that's off the Southeast U.S. coast. But still, that keeps us in high pressure and keeps us high and dry for Thursday. Friday, that little low seems to migrate a little bit further. It's actually into South Carolina, but at the surface, that still keeps us dry with a little development of a low pressure area there. So we'll be watching that for the possibility of any kind of tropical development. By Saturday, the 27th, that is pretty much an open trough at this point, but still the main rain would be off to our east, and we stay pretty dry. By Sunday, that begins to open up and move a little further to the east, but that keeps us, what? Dry. Yeah, I think that's kind of the theme for this one. Now, let's go out into Voodoo Land, and here's the 1st of October. Can you believe it? October here already, or almost, and we've got general ridging across the southeastern U.S., and that keeps us, okay, here we go. We're still with a theme here, high and dry. And then by the end of the period, we are seeing some changes. Here's the 5th of October. The GFS is suggesting a rather vigorous trough in the central U.S., and that is bringing in a cold front, and with that, look at those thicknesses, 546 line down into northern Missouri. Wow! And in addition to that, moisture increasing ahead of that front and the possibility of some rain. But What do we call this? That's voodoo. All right, we appreciate you tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. Expect to have the next one posted bright and early tomorrow morning. Hope that you have a great Saturday. God bless.